As India deals with a deadly second wave of the pandemic, allies are stepping forward to help the country to deal with this crisis. Several countries have responded to India's worsening healthcare crisis amid expressions of solidarity from world leaders. In the next few minutes, we bring you the latest on countries mobilizing to send much-needed medical equipment, oxygen, vaccines, and treatments to India. The United Kingdom has sent life-saving medical equipment to India, including ventilators and oxygen concentrators. This is the first shipment of urgent deliveries from the country. In total, 9 airline container loads of supplies, including 495 oxygen concentrators, 120 non-invasive ventilators, and 20 manual ventilators, will be sent to the country.
We're sending out an emergency shipment of over 600 items of equipment. They're ventilators, oxygen concentrators, and the aim is to provide the support that the Indians need at their hour of need, really, if judging by the distressing scenes we've seen in many of the hospitals in India. There'll be a series of other shipments. The first one goes out today, and we're in ongoing discussions with the Indian government about further things that they may or may not need.
Germany has also offered help to India as the South Asian nation battles its devastating second wave of infections. On Monday, German Foreign Minister Heiko Maas said that Germany will send oxygen and medical aid to India in the coming days to help it tackle its COVID-19 crisis. France has also said that it will provide oxygen assistance to India. In Brussels, the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, has said that it has planned to send oxygen and medicine too. EU chief said that the organization was pooling resources to respond rapidly to India's request for assistance. Denmark is also set to send support to India. Denmark's envoy to India, Freddy Svein, told WION that the country was working closely with India's Ministry of External Affairs to assist India with whatever is required. He said, and I quote, "That's what friends are about," unquote. The Saudi government has sent 80 metric tons of liquid oxygen to help India battle the growing healthcare crisis. The first tanks are headed to the port of Mundra in the eastern state of Gujarat. Singapore was the first country from which India procured essentials. India has procured 4 oxygen tanks from Singapore. The cryogenic oxygen containers airlifted in an IAF C-17 aircraft from Changi Airport in Singapore arrived in India at Panagarh Air Base in West Bengal on Sunday. After Singapore, the IAF C-17 has now reached Dubai to bring oxygen tankers to India. WION's London Bureau Chief, Mandy Clark, joins us live from London. Hello, Mandy. Britain says it was sending life-saving medical equipment to India, including ventilators and oxygen concentrators. What more details do you have on this?
Because of the unfolding crisis, of course, the UK was the hardest hit European country, so they understand more than anyone how devastating the quick rise of numbers is. Of course, this is just one shipment that has left in on Sunday, late yesterday. It's due to arrive Tuesday, but they plan to have at least 9 cargo air flights, and they said they will have a continuing discussion with India to make sure they have everything they need in order to support them as this crisis unfolds. They made it clear that defeating the disease anywhere is defeating it everywhere. India is a very close ally to the UK, and they want to help them in any way possible.
Not just Britain, but Denmark, Germany, and the EU is pitching in with crucial supplies of medicines and equipment to help India tide over the surging COVID-19 cases. Can you share more details on this?
Well, this is a concerted effort from, of course, all the members of the European nations, but we're also seeing the U.S. as well are lifting before when when they were desperate need, they put a ban on items that will help. They've lifted that ban. So we're seeing a global and international effort to ensure that India has everything they need at the heart of this crisis. And the European nations have made it clear. Britain has moved quickly. Of course, now they're outside the European Union because of Brexit. They had the ability to move a bit quicker. But of course, the European Union has promised and dedicated to find as much supplies rapidly as possible to get to India to help them with this crisis. It just speaks of the level of friendship and the importance of the relationship that is much deeper than just helping out a nation. There's long ties with Europe and India, and it's a crisis for everyone. It's a global crisis. It's not it shouldn't be done nation by nation, and that's what you're really seeing is this global reaction to the crisis.
Thank you, Mandy Clark, our correspondent from London. And now back to our stories.